If you want to achieve extraordinary results and create momentum towards your goals, you need to stop focusing on trying to achieve balance and putting your best into several buckets of effort. Extraordinary results comes from extraordinary effort, and that means concentrated effort towards one or two things and becoming obsessed with them. Everyone on the internet talks about work-life balance or just achieving a balanced life in general, being balanced with your social life and your fitness and your career and your finances and having hobbies and still working hard and finding time for family, finding time for self-care. And we're all limited in the amount of time that we have. We all only have 24 hours in the day, and often we feel like we don't have enough time and we're spread too thin, and that's because we're trying to pay attention to several different things at once. And the truth is, you can have everything that you want, but not all at once. And in order to actually make progress and see extraordinary results from your most important goals, you actually need to concentrate your effort and focus on your most important goals and become obsessed. Balance and trying to achieve balance is what is keeping you average and giving you mediocre results. Obsession happens when you decide that your goals matter enough for you to actually go all in on them and to give them truly your best effort and to give yourself permission to give your best to something and reap the rewards of that. You can't build momentum if your energy is scattered across 10 or 12 different ideas, projects, and goals. And you definitely can't create this new life for yourself and this new momentum by trying to keep up and sustain everything in your old identity and your old life. If you want real change and transformation, whether it's in your fitness or your physique aesthetic goals, in your career, you want to build something, you need concentrated focus, at least for a season of your life. And today I'm going to show you exactly what that can look like without burning out and hustling, and by leaning into your inner energy and drive towards what is most important to you. The myth of balance. Balance sounds like it's mature, it's responsible, it's something for us to work towards. And we get that kind of feedback all the time when we start to become obsessed or put effort into going to the gym or just stopping watching TV and learning something online or building a business. Everybody around you who's average starts to say, well, you need to create more balance, you need to stop spending so much time and effort on whatever that is important to you. And that's just because it's truly a false premise of how you actually get things done and create momentum and move forward in your life. Balance spreads your energy thin, and then if you're trying to maintain all these different things, you can't actually put the effort in that's required to build something new. When you're focusing on trying to keep everything stable and create this balance and avoiding becoming obsessed, it means that you also avoid the intensity and the discomfort of real and true hard work towards your goals. You avoid disappointing others and keeping that level of social approval. And it's honestly what is keeping you stuck with mediocre results. And obsession is not hustling. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Hustle is often fear-driven, and it's focused on you proving your worth because you feel inadequate and you need to do and work harder in order to fight and achieve something. You don't allow yourself a moment of physical or mental rest because it's fear-driven. You're afraid that if you don't do the most, then you're not going to be able to get certain results and you're not going to gain a certain level of approval from others because you don't actually have that sense of identity and approval for yourself. And then that creates this constant loop of anxiety because you're running away from feelings of inadequacy. Whereas obsession with your goals is about self-expression. It's coming from a place of love, of deep interest and excitement about building something and creating something in the world that matters to you. The energy that you get to work towards those things comes from alignment. It comes from pursuing things that you are actually deeply interested in, and your attention is focused and you're excited about the process and the progress that you're making. Obsession happens when you're deeply interested in who you're becoming and what you're working on. It happens when you actually care about what you're doing, when you truly want the best for yourself and you're just not okay with settling for the result that you have right now. And you're ready to use that creative energy to build something and build a life that you want. If everything is important, then nothing is. The reason why you don't have the momentum towards building these things that you want is because your attention is split. And if you're trying to grow something and maintain everything at the same time, then what happens is you feel overwhelmed, you're not always sure what to do next, and nothing feels like it's moving forward because nothing actually is. You can't have big results or massive results without narrowing your focus and taking massive action towards one particular thing. And so here's the framework if you want to start seeing extraordinary results from your efforts and build a life that you are obsessed with. Number one, you need to start saying no to distractions and protecting your cognitive bandwidth. When you're leaking energy through these small obligations or things that you feel like you can't say no to but you don't actually care about, it means that you're constantly giving your emotional energy to things that don't actually build the future that you want. Extraordinary focus requires some level of strategic selfishness, as in you need to center yourself, what your major goal is, and use your energy and effort towards what you want to build, rather than feeling like you can't say no to this or you have to say yes to all these different things. Just because you were participating in things in the past doesn't mean that you owe any of those situations or persons your energy any longer if you decide you want to make different choices. Number two, you need to pick one primary focus. Our energy is a finite resource, as I said, and you really can't be obsessed or build on 10 to 12 different goals or focus areas at once. Whatever your particular primary focus is, I recommend that you still maintain your health because you won't have the energy and vitality to be able to put the effort in that's required if you're not taking care of your health as well. So you're taking care of your body and your health, and whether it's your career or your craft, you're trying to build a side project, whatever it is, pick one primary focus and actually go all in on that. Everything else just becomes a background. It is a second priority. And if you have never done concentrated effort on one particular goal for a period of, say, 3 months or so, you've never actually experienced how much transformation can happen when you actually focus on one thing, and how much more effort and energy you can invest into something than you are doing right now. I touched on this already, but number three, prioritizing your health is key. That means getting enough sleep, getting sunlight to manage your circadian rhythm, eating and fueling your body, moving your body, working out. If you don't have energy and vitality, you're not going to be able to put that effort in to get the output that you're looking for. Number four, pursue what excites you. If it requires that feeling of grinding, hustling, and constant battling with yourself and willpower, it might be that the focus that you chose is not actually aligned with what is most important to you. If you're not excited and driven by the possibilities of growing what you want to build, then it's probably not something that you consciously chose for yourself. Deep interest is what sustains that intensity that's required for you to achieve massive results. And when you're genuinely curious and want to learn more and improve your skills in whatever it is, that is where discipline becomes an effortless decision. And number 5, center yourself. Your time is yours, your energy is yours, and you need to start living consciously and intentionally, choosing how you want to invest your time, your effort, and your energy into what is most important to you. We need to stop organizing our lives around other people's needs, other people's comforts, not wanting to disappoint anyone or say no to obligations. The biggest obligation that you have will always be first and foremost to yourself, and you are the only one who can prioritize the thing that you want to create in this world, and you're the only one who can effect that change and make those things happen for yourself. And so if you're not doing that and centering yourself, taking charge of being the leader in your life, not only are you not going to get anywhere, but no one really and truly can do that for you. And again, you don't need to calm down your ambition. This is not about saying no to all the different goals that you may have, but you have to know that your energy is this narrow, finite resource, and if you can concentrate it on one thing and go all in for 3 months, then you can absolutely change your life and get extraordinary results in that. And you can have everything that you want, it's just not all at once. You can't change your life by building 10 different things and giving all of that 10% of your effort. How much further would you be if you take all of that and put 100% into one thing that is the biggest, highest leverage thing that you need to build right now, which will make you most proud of yourself and will give you the foundation for you to change your life and create a new circumstance that you wake up in 3 months from now. Trying to do everything all at once is really getting you nowhere. Average results comes from average effort, and extraordinary results comes from extraordinary effort, and you can only put extraordinary effort into one thing at once. Give yourself permission to be great by saying no to everything else besides what is most important to you, and watch your life grow. Watch yourself grow as you build something and be truly obsessed with what is most important to you and build a life that you are obsessed with. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, my love.